The NBA postseason continues on Wednesday night. Two more play-in games, and these are true do-or-die games because it's the 9 and 10 seeds. The winner must win and then win again on Friday. So let's break down both of these games for you. Free plays, free analysis. Some player props coming up right here, right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, breaking down your two Wednesday night play-in games. And these, of course, are do-or-die situations. As I mentioned, we had the 7-8 teams play on Tuesday night. The winner got the 7 seed. The loser gets another chance on Friday against the winner of these games. So they have to win two in a row here starting tonight on Wednesday. And let's look at the Eastern Conference game between two losing teams at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. Number 8 seed Miami, just 37-45 straight up. 7 seed Chicago, 39-43. Both teams could be dangerous in one-and-done scenarios or a two-game scenario in this case. But once again, having to face the Cleveland Cavaliers, if they do advance to the 8th seed in a couple games, probably be up against it. But Miami is a team with some pedigree, and they do have playoff experience. And obviously, Spoelstra, extra time to prepare, I do think has the coaching edge in this game. Matchups, though, have favored Chicago this season, and it's all about pace. Extreme pace difference in this game. Miami, one of the slowest teams in the league. Chicago, one of the fastest, high-scoring, fastest-paced teams in the league. So I do think Chicago and over, Miami and under probably are both correlated. So if you're looking at side total, Chicago over, Miami under correlated. And yes, the Bulls have been able to dictate tempo in the games this season. In fact, they've won all three meetings this year. Starting February, March, and April, they've played three times over the last couple of months. The Bulls have gone 3-0 straight up and against the spread. In fact, they were an underdog in all three of those games, and two of the three did go over the total. The other one that stayed under was by just 2 points. So once again, Chicago in the over has worked so far in the regular season, but the postseason is a different animal here. I always prefer the better defensive team, the better coach team. And I do think there's some reasons to like Miami here. First of all, I do think they'll slow the tempo down with extra time to prepare. And yes, they lost all three games over the past couple months, but they had double-digit leads in all three games. In fact, they had the bigger lead in each of the last two games. They led by 11, 17, and 19 points in those three losses. They blew double-digit leads all three times. I think they can keep this one close. And once again, they don't necessarily have to win it because they're getting +1, 1.5. It is basically a straight-up win situation. But I think Miami's a live dog here. I think they're the lower-seeded team, but they're the more experienced team. Take a look at the Heat in this one, plus the 1, 1.5. And that would probably correlate to the under. Once again, side total definitely somewhat codependent in this game at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. All right, going to get to your late game in a moment. First, a quick reminder, get my entire NBA playoff package for just $195. It includes these play-in games, the next 2 months of postseason action through the finals, and get there quicker with shortcut you see on your screen, wt.buzz/SM. Once again, the complete NBA playoffs for just $195 on my page right now, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Number one last year in the NBA, including a great playoffs, number one all-time in NBA profit, and the playoffs have begun. Get it all for just $195 complete. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, and get there quicker right now, wt.buzz/SM. All right, let's look at the late game on ESPN Wednesday night, 10 o'clock Eastern. It's the 9-10 game in the West. Dallas Mavericks, Sacramento Kings. Dallas Mavericks, the conference champs a year ago, are now the 10 seed. That's how much the NBA has changed. Of course, they lost Kyrie Irving over a month ago. They've been shorthanded at the guard position. Anthony Davis now in the lineup, though. I think this is a favorable matchup, though, for the Mavericks. I don't look for them to go too far. The winner of this, or if either of these teams get the 8 seed, once again, they'd have to win again on Friday. If either of them gets it, they're going to be bumped pretty quickly by the Oklahoma City Thunder in the actual playoffs. But Dallas is a dangerous team in a one-and-done scenario like this. The more experienced team still, playoff pedigree from last year, even with Irving down, Anthony Davis in the lineup now. But I like the size edge. I think Sacramento is going to struggle a bit with the size of the Mavericks in this one. And that gets me looking at Dallas as a live dog, plus the 4.5 to +5. Very little movement on the total. It's been holding steady at 215.5. And I told you to comment in the comments on Tuesday's videos, and you all did that. I said, do you want to see more player props? And you all said, yes, player props, please. Well, first of all, I lean over in this game. I think the Mavericks have a size edge down low, which will lead to some scoring. So I like them at +5, over 215.5. So let's look at some Dallas player props over as well, which could work in this one. And I want to focus on the big guys. Derek Lively missed Sunday's game, but he's expected to be back here. His prop is only 5.5 for points over. He's averaging over 8.5 on the season. Anthony Davis, we never look to fade the superstars in big games. I think he'll be able to score at will down low. His prop's 25.5. He's averaged about 25 on the season. See no reason why anything would change in this one. So there's plenty of guys that can get some points in this one. Gafford, also another center for the Mavs. His props 8.5. He's averaged 12.5. Once again, if you get both of those big centers and you get those guys playing Lively and Gafford, either one of them, it's probably going to go 1-1 at worst. You could get them both hitting, as I think they have a big edge down low in Anthony Davis. So play the three bigs over. I think at worst, you probably go 2-1 with their point props over on Wednesday night. That's a look at your late game, Dallas and Sacramento, 10 o'clock Eastern. All right, there you go. Quick hitter for both NBA playing games on Wednesday. I'm going to continue to do this every day of the playoffs for the next 2 months. Every playoff game analyzed for you. Sides, totals, player props, anything I see has an edge, I'm going to give you free here for the next 2 months. But don't forget, if you want my official best bets, the plays that I'm personally using, those go to my clients each night. And get them right now on WagerTalk.com. Get the full NBA postseason for just $195. Or if you want baseball as well, including all of next year's football, all of next year's college hoops and NBA regular season, rest of this year's baseball into next year, consider the one-year all access. And here's the reason why. Promo code SM365 gets an $811 discount instantly. That gets it down to $3 a day, about $1 a play. This point last year, if you jumped on board, you made a lot of money because by the end of August last summer, we'd already doubled our bankroll in all sports. And the main reason was because of a fantastic MLB summer and a great NBA playoffs. Postseason is here. Baseball has just begun. This is truly the best time to get on board because you can also get all of next year's college hoops, all of next year's college and pro football seasons, all of next year's NBA regular season, all of this year's playoffs, and basically all of this year's baseball into next year's April. So once again, 365 days and nights, get it down to about $1 a play with promo code SM365. Full details are on my page along with a daily free play. I post my last cut, my strongest opinion up for free for everyone every day. You can also see the last 20 best bets recap. Click on them to read the analysis. Go to my page on a daily basis, learn while you earn, and make some money. This is a great time to be on board. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. You can also follow me on social media on X and Instagram at Steve Merril. 2 R's, 1 L. You see it on the bottom of your screen right there. 2 R's, 1 L. At Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And don't forget, we are so close to 200,000 subscribers here on Wager Talk TV. I know most of you, if not all of you, have probably clicked subscribe by now. But if you're new to the channel, click subscribe and make sure you click that bell as well so you know when these free NBA playoff videos are posted each and every day. And if you want to see me keep doing them each and every day, thumbs up, like, and a positive comment below, and I will keep them coming. Let me know if you're liking the playoff props, the sides, the totals. Comment below, thumbs up, like, and I'll keep these daily videos coming free for you each and every day right here on Wager Talk TV. And be sure to stay tuned to Wager Talk TV because you know there's more free play videos coming up next.